we should not leave it here, even as we approve as a motion, Mr. Speaker. I want to ask the chair of the committee or petition, Mr. Speaker, to enhance this motion, Mr. Speaker, to a legislation, so that now our debate here cannot be just an exercise in futility, but we translate it to a legislation which is going to manage all this social media. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Madam Wamuchomba, followed by the MP for Yatta.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I am very, very excited to get this opportunity to support this report. I have listened to the report submissions. I have read the report, Mr. Speaker. And I am happy that the member for Undressed and his committee have done a fantastic job to recommend the regulations of social media, including TikTok. Mr. Speaker, I participated in the making of the law that oversees the dissemination, the design, the development of communication messages in this country. The Computer Misuse and Cybercrime Act is one of the bills that I am proud as a member of parliament in the previous parliament, having participated in the making of the Data Protection Act. Mr. Speaker, let me tell you, TikTok is one of the social media platforms, has built personalities, has built celebrities, has built musicians, but on the same measure, it has demolished homes, crumbled down people's businesses, broken marriages, forced people to commit suicide, and many other adverse effects of negative publicity, Mr. Speaker. If this House cannot provide a solution on how we are going to move forward with TikTok and other social media, we are going to crumble churches, we are going to crumble mosques, we are going to finish and tear down the social fabric of this country. Mr. Speaker, I don't know whether you know how many women have lost their families, their husbands, their children out of the publicity. In my community in the mountain, people call it chai. Chai is tea, where people publish fake news and they use every available social platform to defame members of parliament, to defame musicians, to defame bishops. Right now in my county, Mr. Speaker, there is a bishop who is under attack because of those fake news. One bishop in my county who started small, God has blessed him. He has risen to the levels of a bishop. And let me tell you, Mr. Speaker, people are now getting even into his bedroom. You can imagine when your children are watching their father being teared down on social platforms without control. Mr. Speaker, we cannot continue this way. I am a victim of the same social bullying. People have bullied me. They have drawn me with funny dresses which I don't wear. They have called me names. They have branded me names. They have occupied my private space. But I thank God because I'm a strong girl, and I'm sure you know that, Mr. Speaker. I'm sure, Mr. Speaker, you know I am one of those.
Mr. Speaker knows Madam Wamuchomba is a strong girl. There's no question about that.
Very, very strong daughter of the mountain. But not every woman who is attacked like Wamuchomba will overcome. Not every bishop who is going to be attacked like Wamuchomba will overcome. Yes. Not every family man who is attacked like that bishop from my county will overcome. Yes. Mr. Speaker, this molestation of social media must come to an end. I have allowed them to molest me because I'm strong, but I'm not going to allow them to molest bishops who are doing very good work. Like that bishop I'm talking about, Mr. Speaker, just the other day, he paid school fees for over 500 children, getting to grade 10. And this is somebody who is doing something. Every Sunday, that bishop is feeding thousands of families in his church. He gives them unga every Sunday. But because there are people who want to use social media to bring him down, they create fake news around his family, his wife, his children, and it is trending all over. Mr. Speaker, this House is the only solution that is going to provide sobriety in social media. Mr. Speaker, as one of those who made the data protection law in the previous parliament, one of those who participated in making of Cybercrime Act with KJ here, we are now supporting this report, mandating the committee relevant to come up with proposals on how we are going to regulate social media. We are not banning, but we must regulate. Mr. Speaker, do you know how many carpenters have lost jobs because of social media? I have a case of somebody who went into TikTok and ordered a table from a certain carpenter and paid a deposit to that fake carpenter. And the TikTok page was actually branded the real carpenter, but this was a broker, a thief. So this guy was walking in the street and he was accosted by the customer. He was being asked to refund money he has never even received. How many businesses are coming down because of those fake brokers who use your company image on TikTok, on Instagram, but you're not the person who is actually marketing that. People have been conned online. Deliveries, people create delivery pages. I order a blouse. Somebody tells me, pay this, you're going to deliver the blouse. You are thinking you're trading with a real outlet, shop, only to realize that you're being conned on social media. Mr. Speaker, to sustain a sober business community online, social media must be regulated. To protect our families and our marriages, those of us that are married, social media must be regulated. First, Mr. Speaker, for us to continue having a sober parliament like this one, where we report only what is being handled here as the business of the House, we must regulate social media. Mr. Speaker, we must make sure that this House is the House of solution, a House of intervention, a House that can defend and protect that voiceless woman. You can imagine how those women who are showcased having some affairs with some Russian character are feeling. Those are women with dignity. What would have happened if those women were Russian? What would have been? What would have happened? You can imagine that woman who is seeing herself in every social TikTok, every social media platform, her private parts, her body. You know, all what is going on, Mr. Speaker, is crazy. We have abandoned our social fabric for the sake of publicity. This must be stopped. And the only way to do it is not banning, it is regulating. Mr. Speaker, televisions had the freedom. To some extent, we had to regulate the content. Radio stations had their freedom. To some extent, we regulated the content. Even now, for this new media, we must regulate the content. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Rest assured that you have the total support of the chair. Total, undivided, 110% support of the Speaker of the Kenya National Assembly and his deputy. The value system in this country must be protected and families must be protected. And I assure you, anybody who